All right, YouTube family, this is what I'm gonna be doing for a good long day or two or three. I'm just gonna start clearing out a bunch of these little trees like that, and then some of the bigger ones like this that are in the way of me felling the trees that I need to cut down and mill. I'm gonna have to remove these too, like this one. Kind of in the way of this big pine that I need to drop. I would really like to leave this tree, but it's gonna mangle it. It's leaning right towards the top of it. So I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna continue to take out a bunch of this small little brushy stuff like this. I might keep some of these little trees, I don't know, as poles. I don't know, the last time I cut a bunch of these little trees, and I was planning on saving them for something kind of like the pickets on the cabin, the railing things from the weather before I even got to using them. So I ended up cutting them up in firewood anyway. So I guess most of these, they're just gonna get cut in firewood, or I could cut them in longer lengths and stack them somewhere and cover them up. I don't know, but anyway, that's the plan. A bunch of this little stuff, brushy stuff, I'm clearing out away from these trees that I plan on cutting and milling, and I gotta clear it out to where I'm planning on felling them. And also a lot of this stuff I might just clear out just for looks and breathing room, and just for nicer scenery, less spiders and critters and bugs and stuff. So dang right. work by yourself. You gotta work like you're 6 people to get it done. Alright, so this big one right here, I think I'm gonna just pull this to the side. That's a nice maple, so I'm gonna save that. That's some pretty nice wood. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but there's a lot of things we can use these nice sized trees like this for. So we're just gonna kind of get this out of the way. Kind of leave it out of the way like that for now. And we're gonna stack these over here for now. Alright, so unfortunately I'm taking all of these branches and trees that I'm cutting down, and I've been moving them right there, kind of in the area that we just cleaned up. But I don't really have a choice right now. It's just kind of convenient, so I'm just kind of moving it there for the time being. And once I start milling and cleaning up and building and all that, I'll be cleaning that up and burning it and doing whatever with it as I go. But right now it's just the easiest thing to do while I'm knocking all of this out. So this is kind of what you get when you're clearing all of this property. You get huge piles of leaves and huge piles of branches. All of this is like dry, real dry stuff that I could burn now. This is all wet stuff right here. So I am separating it a little bit. I have another pile of stuff over here that's drier, and another huge pile over there, and the pile we just did there where we blew all the leaves to it. So we got piles. we got piles of stuff to burn all year, all summer and winter if we want. That pile, that's where we just cleared all this out, moved it over there. So now we're clearing all of this out over here, and we're dragging all of that to here. And we cleared this section out, blew all those leaves down there, and moved all the sticks to that big old pile. Huge pile right there. Here's the 2 pine trees now, right there and right there. Before, I think you could hardly see them at all. You would be able to see the top now if that little red oak right there, if I cut that little red oak down, but I think I'm gonna leave that because once I drop that big pine tree right there, this red oak will have probably more sun, and I'll probably be clearing out a lot more of this brush in here too, these smaller trees, so it'll open this up quite a bit more. So whatever trees I do decide to leave are gonna get more sunlight and a lot more space to grow. And I gotta clear this out in here some more. This is gonna be my driveway here, so right here, so we are really getting this nice and clear now. So I think I'm gonna work on this a little bit more today, clear this out in here, that way my driveway will just be nice and clear. And this pine tree here and that pine tree there are gonna get fallen and milled, them two. I think I moved more today than an army of ants. I moved like so many branches today. Whew. And I worked all day with a freaking fly flying around my head, landing on my head, biting me on my shoulders, in my back of my neck, and I finally killed him. And another one. Huh. And I got stung by a yellow jacket right there. I was throwing branches up there probably about an hour ago. He like landed on my foot right there and stung the crap out of me. So that fly's been flying around me, keeping me on eggshells, thinking it could be a dang yellow jacket. And if you can imagine like a really angry woman at her cheating man stabbing him, that's kind of like that yellow jacket was. It was just like, and he just kept like sticking me. It seemed like, whew, that hurt. So I did major tree removal out of here today. Since I cut the camera off, or since I made the last clip, I went nuts. Didn't even worry about the camera. I just went crazy. I cut down a bunch of this. And then I kept on going. That's what I was talking about, clearing out right there. Here's the driveway. And I just kept on going. Cleared all this out too. I figured might as well just make the whole place pretty and clean and just nice to be out here, you know, when we're working. This is tough over here. All of this is briars, but I did cut all the trees out of these briars, but I didn't cut all the little briars. They're pretty tough to cut and remove with a chainsaw. But yeah, I demolished all of this stuff. So it is nice and clear. I missed a few. There's a couple I need to take down. Them two little ones. And here's the driveway. So the driveway is going to go up through here and through there to the shop right there. So all this is going to be open and nice. So there's a couple more trees. I still got to get that little bushy thing there. And here's another pine tree here that's gonna get milled and be a part of the cabin because it's ugly. You just see the big old bushy top, and it's perfect wood for framing. So we're taking that down. And there's another one right here. We will be taking that one down. That one's got the big bushy top too. So that'll open things up a little bit, remove pollen during spring, be less pollen without these pine trees. And then we got a poplar here that'll definitely get cut down. And you can see the top is just dead. There ain't no leaves in the top here. See that fork? There ain't no leaves up there. So that poplar here is definitely gonna get milled eventually for roofing or siding, whichever comes first. And then there's the other pine, big pine, big pine. So we're definitely using these, and they're local, which is awesome. And it's just a matter of what I have to cut down for them not to get tangled up in the other trees. Like that branch right there, that's gonna have to come down on that oak. No, that's a maple. That branch is gonna have to come off that maple because the pine is leaning right in it, like right towards that, like making a goal. Yeah, so I feel like I well over succeeded today. I did more than the normal man would do in a day. I can say, man, I cut down a lot of trees and moved literally a ton of trees or more. Whew. Nice big pile here. I'm gonna have to relocate this. Got us a few trees over here. I decided to just lay them to the side. But man, this is nice. Real nice. You can actually see the top of that tree now, which is awesome. And I moved this whole other pile too. This, I was just looking at this pile sitting there. This pile here, I can burn that anytime. I could take pieces out of it and cut it up into firewood, whatever. That is like super good dry wood ready to burn for fire. So that'll be gone in no time. That pile, I did not want that pile sitting there anymore. It was a huge eyesore, and I don't want a bunch of piles and eyesores. So I transferred that whole big pile there over to there. So that's pretty much it for tonight. And tomorrow, if I'm not dead and can't get out of bed, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna come start clearing this part out where that one big pine tree is gonna fall. So I gotta clear all this out, make that pretty. We did all of this right here. So I'm going to continue out that way. I'm gonna continue to make all that pretty too. That's what I'm doing for a couple of days. Clearing all this out, making it pretty, as nice as possible. And then I might come back out here with the blower again and blow a lot more leaves over here. I blew all the way down here, stopped right here, and I just made a big pile. I don't know if I'm gonna burn it right here or if I'm just gonna keep blowing it out into the woods. I don't know, but I'm gonna start clearing some of this also. There's a lot of dead, ugly stuff in here. Just a lot of stuff I want to clean up, make this look a lot nicer. I don't know, I kind of blew all this in a big circle here. As you can see, I blew all this out here, and I stopped right there. This kind of another driveway going on to the property to there. So it's kind of a four-wheeler trail, but it's gonna be a future driveway for vehicles. I don't know, I might just kind of clear all this out and then maybe just burn these leaves right here. Just let it smolder and burn overnight, one night. or something. That's actually not the first time that's happened. It'll quit doing that in a minute, actually. I've probably had that happen with this saw more than once. It's something with this saw, something gets clogged up or something, or I don't know. But I actually just seen a memory on Facebook today about this saw where I had lost the gas cap, and that was like 9 years ago. Used this saw probably a couple years before that, so I've had this saw a long time. It's been a great saw. Getting so close, cutting down some big trees and milling, so close. As I'm clearing all this out, I'm just picturing in my head all the boards I'm gonna be milling and how I'm gonna be building this thing. Just over and over and over. Just picturing how I'm gonna start it. Boards I'm gonna be milling, the tree I'm gonna be milling. Dang right. It's exciting. But it seems so far away at times. But gotta keep working towards the goal. Still get there. See, there's the pine right there. What, right there? There's the big pine that's gonna be dropping this way. That whole top right there is gonna be coming towards us. So I wanted to clear out a bunch of this brushy stuff, but now that tree right there is bent over right here. That one's got to go because that pine tree is gonna come right towards that, probably smack that tree, and might as well take the tree beside of it. That maple, might as well take that out. I guess that little tree too right there. So those three need to go. Pull all these branches out of here, and I think that's about all I'm gonna do to prep for that tree. Bugging shit up. Even had that smirk. Think you can drag that one over that pile? Over what? The big pile over there.
Where you're dragging yours?
The big over there.
I'm trying to figure out where you're dragging yours.
I'm dragging mine wherever I can drag it.
Well, you should have done that, dog. Say you guys would want it. Still haven't hit it.
Yeah, they want their freedom.
And that's some little.
Kind of a cool piece of wood right there. I like those.
Is my face clean?
I like that wood. That'd be like a cool walking stick or some kind of decorative
How would you want
stick.
it? Huge.
You gotta keep it decorative.
Let me see if I can lift this. Oh, that's gonna be a cool fire.
This is like branch gymnastics.
I don't even want to know how big that fire would be.
It's gonna be huge
Wait, you're actually gonna burn that?
one day. I'm thinking the goal might be to set this on fire when I have my my shop and my porch to sit on to watch it burn.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet goal. Maybe we'll see if we can wait that long. Or I mean, it might not be that long.
Did not agree.
We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it all done eventually. No, get away from that.
Oh no, that's
Dude, I got stung by a yellow jacket
Yeah,
the other day.
that's-
I don't know where he came from,
Also,
but he was mad.
Also, Lucas got stung. He didn't
Well,
every day.
check that big pile out. What is that, like almost an acre of trees?
It looks it looks very different. It looks like a campground instead of a jungle.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, very nice working back here. Dang right. Well, next we're about to start making some more fun stuff happen.
What's up, dog? What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
It is set up to make you look like you're doing something around here.
All right. Oh, yeah.